Turning the page in your book, you will open up to 2 pages of spelling activities. This will not be very intimidating to your student because, first of all, the spelling words were taken right off from the phonics page. These were selected because these rank in the most frequently used or most common words that they are going to run into in everyday language. So these 18 words made it onto the spelling list, and again, the student needs to read the word list and read it again, spelling each word. So for instance, as we begin this page, assuming as a student that I've already read through the whole list, now I'm going to read it and spell each word. All, A-L-L, am, A-M, and so on. That's just a great exercise, and it'll make the spelling pages even easier. In Lesson 1, the next section asks the student to draw lines to match the words and their meanings. At this point, since the student is a non-reader, you will probably have to read these sentences, these definitions and sentences to them. As soon as you've gone through this, they're going to pick up a lot of these words, even when you don't expect them to. Words like opposite, or words like yesterday. They'll pick it up, even though they're not required to know that, and you shouldn't expect them to know that, but just be there for them. Help them as much as they need help, but if they seem to show that they can be independent, especially as they read those little sentences and fill in the blanks, give them as much opportunity as you can to do things on their own, and yet be just right ready to help them whenever they need it. We don't want them to struggle at this point. This is Lesson 1. We want them to be excited and be ready to feel like they can just do about anything, because they're going to be surprised how much they can do. And you will be surprised and thrilled as well. At the bottom of the Lesson 1 spelling page, we have, again, some more fill in the blanks, and you'll probably have to help a little bit here in the first lesson, but you'll just be surprised how fast your student will gain speed. The next page of spelling is really a fun page. It's matching words and pictures. The words are simple, and the pictures are easy to identify. So your student might not need any help from you at all, but follow the directions, have the student read all the words, and then write the best word under each picture. The bottom of the spelling page 2 might be challenging, but what we're asking the student to do is to get a separate piece of paper and practice writing these words. At this point, you could also double check them. You could ask them to copy all these words on a piece of paper, then you could pick up the paper, read the words out loud, and say, I just want to hear you spell these out loud. And if the student is pretty good at spelling them out loud, he's almost ready for the test. But just do whatever it takes to get him ready for the test. And when he feels that he can pass it or he knows it, give him a clean sheet of paper, have him number from 1 to 18. You dictate the words and he can write them. And that will be, again, another exciting point for the student to realize that they could do things they didn't even know they could do. They're going to be finished with their first spelling lesson and be ready to move on.